Hi, I'm Benjamin Brown. This is my reflection project. My heroes work for Great Falls Public Schools. My first hero is Mrs. Blaylock. She is my teacher. I am in second grade. Question 2. Did you always want to be a teacher?
Since I was 6 years old, I decided I wanted to be a teacher. But you want to know a secret? I only wanted to teach girls. I didn't want any boys in my classroom. But did that work out?
No.
No.
He's a boy.
He's a boy and you're a boy. And you know what? I love having boys in my classroom. They're so much fun and they bring energy to the room. And so I guess I'm eating my words. Boys are actually fun to have in class. Yeah.
Question 3. What is your favorite part about teaching?
My favorite part about teaching is when my students learn something new or something that was challenging to them and then they finally get it. And also when I learn from my students. You guys teach me a lot with technology and other things, and I love to learn new things each day too. Learning is always fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You like to learn.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Helps you learn that forever.
That's right. Learning is forever.
Question 5. How does sports make your classroom more fun?
Well, as you can see, he's very interactive. He's beloved by all, isn't he?
Yes.
Everybody loves him. And it teaches responsibility in the classroom. They get to feed him each morning. As you can tell, he's out of food. So when our veterinarian gets here, they will feed him. And it teaches responsibility on how to take care of for a pet. And we earn coupons in our classroom. And if you have good behavior, you get to play with him at recess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Sounds simple. Thank you for taking extra time to be a part of my project. You are such a wonderful teacher, and I love being in your class. You're a hero, Miss Blaylock. Heroes around me, Benjamin Brown.
Ben, you make my heart so happy. I love you, and I enjoy having you in here. And I'm so happy that I'm your hero.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know. Next up is Mr. Jakes. He teaches 4th grade at my school. Monologue. He makes everything fun, especially math, nature, and even bees. Question 1. How many years have you been teaching?
How many years have I been teaching? I am started my 17th year of teaching, so this is year number 17.
2001.
2000, yeah, right, it's summer of 2002. It's been a long time, yes.
Question 2. I know you are teaching 4th grade. Have you taught any other grades?
Oh, yes, I have taught other grades, actually. I've taught 4th grade for the longest. I taught 2nd grade for 1 year. I taught middle school math for 3 years. And I taught at Starbase for 1 year. Those are the other grades that I have taught.
Question 3. What is your favorite subject to teach?
Oh, my favorite subject to teach, that's a hard one. Well, math is my favorite subject to teach, followed closely by history and social studies.
Question 4. You have really helped me learn 4th grade math this year, even though I'm in 2nd grade. I really appreciate you. What amazes you about math?
Thank you very much, and you amaze me as well. What amazes me about math? I think it's the fact that math is everywhere around us, and that a lot of our world can be explained using math. We can answer a lot of questions using math. I'm always fascinated by the fact that there's one right answer, but there's many ways that we can get to that one right answer. So it's just that problem solving and thinking outside the box. That's what amazes me about math.
Question 5. I know you grew up on a bee farm. Please tell me more about that, including stuff about the queen bee.
Oh, very cool. Yes, I did grow up on a bee farm, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed a lot of my childhood growing up on a bee farm.
Did you ever get stung?
I did. I got stung a lot, yes. But after a while, it doesn't hurt too bad. It kind of feels just like a mosquito bite. So once you kind of build up a little bit of tolerance, it still hurts, but it doesn't hurt as bad. I enjoyed working with my dad a lot because I got to work with him every day, but it was also a lot of hard work because growing up on a bee farm, I had a lot of chores. So I would go to school and I'd go to sports practice and then I'd come home and I'd still have work to do. But that was okay because I think it taught me how to work hard and I learned a lot. The queen bee is quite fascinating, actually. I'm sure you probably know, she's the largest bee in the hive.
Yes, she's got a little yellow dot on
She
it.
does. Some of them have a little yellow dot on the back of their head. You're correct. And then also, she's just as pretty amazing. She can lay 2,000 eggs a day. She can live for 2 to 7 years. And I think I've just been fascinated by the fact that bees kind of just make their own queen by feeding her just a little bit different food. And that to me is always just a fascinating process. Nature's fascinating.
Question 8. Last question. Do you ever eat a hot lunch? And if so, what is your favorite?
Well, I honestly have not eaten hot lunch in a couple of years, but I used to eat hot lunch a lot when I first started teaching, and I think my favorite lunch was, and still is, the turkey gravy and mashed potatoes.
Okay.
What's your favorite?
The grilled cheese sandwich with tomatoes.
Oh, that's probably really good too. That was my favorite as a kid.
Thank you for visiting with me this morning, Mr. Jakes. You are a true hero, and I'm happy to learn from you.
Well, thank you very much.
Heroes around me, Benjamin Brown. Besides having heroes around me in Meadowlark, I have heroes at other schools as well. Next, I had a chance to visit with my favorite counselor at Great Falls High, Kathy Van Tigum. What year did you start here at Great Falls High?
I started teaching fall of 1994 and student taught in the spring of 1994.
Okay. Question 2. Do you like your job?
I love my job. I love working with students and families, and I really like working with the teachers and administrators and everyone in the building that I get to work with. So I love my job.
Good. Question 3. I know a counselor has lots of jobs.
Yes.
Can you tell me some of the things you do?
Well, that is a very good question. I get to work directly with students and help them decide which classes to take, and also help them problem solve if they're having some hard times or difficulties in their life outside of school. I can.
You could be a counselor on the weekends too.
I love my job so much that I'm willing to be a counselor anytime. And sometimes I do have students or family members or other teachers who reach out to me on the weekends if they need some help or support with something. So in some ways I do get to be a counselor on the weekends.
Okay.
Good questions.
Question 5. What makes your job fun?
Working with the people I get to work with. Students, teachers, support staff, everybody involved.
Question 7. Do you wish you could have a pet in your office? My teacher has a guinea pig.
I would love to have a pet in my office. What do you think would be a good pet for a counselor to have in their office?
Well, it would not be something that is really active like a hamster or something like that. So that they can maybe get out of the cage or something.
Definitely.
And when all around and then it can maybe get squished or something.
Yeah. I think sometimes it would be fun for students if there was a nice calming dog that they could have in here, or even a fun goldfish that they would
Yeah, I was
be able
thinking
to watch.
fish.
Fish would be good, definitely. It's a great suggestion.
Question 8. Last question.
Okay.
My counselor teaches classes. Do you teach too? Do you get to teach too?
Sometimes I also get to teach, and those are some of the funnest days that I have. Our teaching is very limited to help students pick classes and work on their careers and their future plans. But I do get to go in and teach full classes every so often. Not as often as the elementary counselors, but I do get to do that a couple times a year.
Thank you for taking time to visit with me today, Miss Van Tigum. You are a hero to me and to so many other kids here at Great Falls High. I can't wait until you get to be my counselor.
I can't wait for that day either. Thank you for
Heroes around me, Benjamin Brown.
Excellent. Can I get a hug?
True.
Excellent. Thank you.
Next, I headed over to the college where my Aunt Terry Hickey works in the adult ed program. I love visiting her and meeting students of all ages from 16 to 85. Question 1. Let's start with how many years you've been working for GFPS.
I've been working for Great Falls Public Schools. I worked years ago as a para, and then I came back after getting my master's degree, and I've worked for the past 10 years.
Question 2. Tell me about your program, Adult Ed.
Well, our program helps individuals 16 and older on either their path to the high school equivalency test, path to higher education, path to employment, or path to citizenship.
Question 3. Why is your program here at the college?
Well, we're blessed, even though we're under the public school umbrella, we're blessed to be a guest in this building because we help a lot of individuals transition to college, and so it's great being right here on campus.
Question 4. You are always so kind and helpful. Did you always want to be working in education?
I did. Even when I was younger, I used to play school with your mom, my sister.
Question 5. Can you help me register for college?
I can. That's my specialty, and I love helping people get transition to college. It's so fun.
Question 6. What are your thoughts on math?
Well, your mom is much better at math than I am, but I like math. Math is everywhere. It's important to be good at math.
Question 7. Last question. What is your favorite part of your job?
Favorite part of my job is helping people believe in themselves that they can accomplish their goals. That is the best part of my job, giving them hope and just help them believe in themselves that they can do it. That's the best part.
You are such a hero, Auntie. Thank you. Inspiring and helping so many students and teachers. Thank you for inspiring me. Heroes around me, Benjamin Brown. My last interview is a school district hero and my personal hero too. I saved the best for last. My dad, Darren Brown. Question 1. How many years have you worked for the school district and what jobs have you done?
I've been with Great Falls Public Schools for 16 years. I was starting my 17th year in February. I was a swing shift custodian. I was a second engineer at Mountain View School. I was a first engineer at Metal Arch School. And now I work for the building and grounds crew.
Question 2. What big rigs have you been driving at the ground shop?
Well, I've drive the chipper truck, which chips the parking lots, puts sand down so it's not so slippery. I've drove dump trucks. I've drove lawnmowers, tractors, and various other pieces of equipment.
Question 3. How many schools do you take care of?
Well, we take care of 15 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, 3 high schools, the district office buildings, and the school district owns lots of other buildings too.
Question 4. What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday, we went over and trimmed some trees at Riverview School. We went to the dump. I worked on a concrete mixer, and I worked on a plow truck.
Question 5. What is your favorite part of your job?
Favorite part of my job is every day is an adventure. We never know from day to day what all we might be doing, what schools we may go to, or what we're going to do for that day.
Okay. Question 6. Do you ever get to work in the carpenter room?
I do get to work in a carpenter shop sometimes. When we're building shelves or working on anything to do with wood, we get to go in the carpenter shop and work. So yes.
Question 7. Can you teach kids how to do your job as they grow up?
We could teach some kids how to do our job. They could come shadow us and follow us around and ride along with us and see what all we do. We could do that sometime.
Question 8. Do you like the GFPS trucks and cars?
I do like the GFPS trucks and cars. And with the boss we have now, we've been getting lots of newer equipment. And we need a lot of new equipment. Most of the stuff we have is pretty old stuff. 40 and 50-year-old stuff we're running right now.
Question 9. Who usually makes the popcorn around here? I saw the machine.
Greg Romanchuk, a guy, we call him Romo. He usually makes the popcorn, but sometimes I make popcorn, and sometimes other people make popcorn.
Question 10. Any advice for others who wish to have a job like yours?
Just graduate from high school and learn some mechanical things, maybe take some shop classes, and just be a hard worker.
I admire all that you do, Dad. Thanks for taking care of our schools. Heroes around me, Benjamin Brown.
Very nice, buddy. I love you too.
Thank you for watching my Reflections project. I encourage everyone to look around and see the heroes around you.